there's a few little salty lakes out here. In this flat country here. Okay, well, we've left the bitumen. According to this, I've got 7.3 k's to go to get to an unpaved road. I thought I'm on one already, and my estimate is that I should be about 11 k's from Lake Ballard, I believe. Anyway, we're going to see. We're going to find out in a minute or two. Said Lake Ballard, 500 metres. This must be the turn. Oh yes, okay. I can see it off to my right. Yes. Hang on. Whoop. Lake Ballard, Snake Hill 3. We're going to go this way now. The road is supposedly open.
In 1 kilometre, navigate off-road.
Navigate off-road, yeah, okay. Thanks, Karen. I just saw the entry. It says driving on lake is prohibited. That's fine.
In 900 metres, navigate off-road.
Yeah, Karen, I'm going to shut you down. Mute it. Read carefully for safety. Do not drive on the lake at all. Recommended viewing times are the early morning or the late afternoon. Allows 2 hours to walk around the installation. Travel in pairs. Well, I can't do that because I'm on my own. I've got my PLB anyway. Wear appropriate footwear, may be wet and unstable. Bring 5 litres. Yeah, got all that. Okay, right. Where's the campground? Show me where I can camp. Oh, I see a caravan over there. Oh yes. Oh, I see lots of caravans, I think. Well, there'll be no worries about being totally isolated, will there? Dump point. Oh yeah, baby.
Navigate off-road.
Karen, I thought I'd put you on mute. God, you're a persistent woman sometimes. Now, let's see if there's any camp spots. Crikey, it's busy. Well, I'm just going to see if there's any suitable campsites for my big rig. Without impacting on too many people. And I need a flat spot. And because I've dropped my thunder down under, but God, geez, it's like Burke Street, Melbourne here. Crikey. Well, I've got my tent camper trailer set up. I'll spin round in a minute and give you a look at it. But I'm quite tired now. It's been a fairly busy day. I'm going to spin round this way because I'm going to be facing into the sun otherwise. Over there's the toilet. I actually did strike it quite lucky because you'll notice I have a shelter and I'm right there and I have a table and chairs. So I don't know whether this was a day use area, but I don't care because I thought, yeah, that's for me, close to the dunny, and let's have a look up over the hill. Probably not going to get the best view right now with this GoPro, but later I shall set up my Canon, but I'm going to have limited battery because I blew up my inverter yesterday. As I look into the distance, oh, I can see these little stick figure things sticking up, and they're the artworks. You can see, if you can make them out, people walking in the distance, and they're doing the tour. So we'll do that tomorrow. Meanwhile, I'm going back for a nice non-alcoholic beer. Beautiful. Okay. Now, one of my neighbours has a 1-year-old girl, and he said, oh, she might grizzle during the night, but I said, well, I snore, so we'll call it even. We'll see who keeps who awake. More people coming with their trailer. One thing I did notice, I'm going to have to shut that door on the outside because I'm going to get this covered in dust inside because this is on the road. Well, at least I have a table and chair and some shade, and cheers, alcohol-free beer. Well, tonight, because I have a table and chairs, I'm going to use my portable thing to cook. There's still people coming. Now we've got an off-road truck. So, I'm going to start off with some cuppa soup. Slightly bad place to park. I'm getting dust, covered in dust. But then I knew that. So I've only myself to blame. Oh, there's a traffic jam up there with caravans. Oh. I have to watch my battery on this Canon. Oh, crikey, what a messer. Anyway, I'm sure it'll taste good. I'm assuming that a cup of soup counts for having your 3 veg on a day, because it's got corn and carrot and peas with some beef broth and some noodles. So that should be healthy. Well, that cup of soup was really nice. Now, you may be wondering why I'm using this tonight. Well, because the kitchen is on the other side and it's facing the sun, because that was the only campsite that I could get at the moment when I arrived. So I thought, well, I'll use the table and the chairs, and I'll use my portable camping shit that I always use. So that's the reason why. But I might have to go and open the kitchen up just to get the water out of the sink, the tank underneath, to do my dishes. That's the only drawback there. I'll have to actually open the kitchen up and use it. But anyway, that's okay. Don't you just love the hum of generators? There they are, folks, all us tourists. And this is one of the sculptures. I don't know what this one's called. And there are 51 of them. That's a lady walking in the background, that's not a sculpture. Now this is the trail that you will follow. As you can see, some of the footsteps have been made when the lake bed has been a little bit soggier. We're going to go to this one, and then I'm going to turn around and I'll come back in the morning. They're quite evocative, particularly in this light, because I think they're all native people from this area. The more adventurous can scale the top of that hill where that fellow is, if you can make him out. And he's obviously taking photos up there. Oh, there goes a dog. For goodness sake. I thought it was a wolf. Hang on. Breakfast this morning, beautiful morning, but very, very cold. Ooh, I should have my jacket on. Where is it? There's the kettle boiling. Well, we're going to go and explore these artworks a little bit in more detail. A few caravanners are actually left already. And it's only 8 o'clock, I think. Not sure. Anyhow, now this is a strange thing. I'm just wondering whether this is a base of one of these statues, because there is a clear indentation in the ground, and any pictures I've actually seen of this, there was a statue right in front of this hill, very close to it. I just wonder whether the vandals have got here. That would be a travesty if it was. My shadow is like a stick figure. I don't know what possessed this guy to do these statues, but I'm sure glad he did, because they're spectacular. This is absolutely amazing. To think somebody's vision. So I'll do a few sculptures, set off the landscape, and it really does. Here's a little person. I'm tripping over clods of dirt, of clay. Hello, my man. Can you tell me how to get back to
my home, please? Not talking. Okay. Perhaps I'll go over there and speak to your friend. Or that fellow there in the distance. I see not many people have ventured out this way. What will future archaeologists think in 10,000 years when they come across these footprints in the clay? They'll probably puzzle over it and have university theses on it about how these wandering nomads travelled across this lake bed thousands of years before. And they were obviously here to worship these idols that they left standing in the shallows of the lake. That's one small step for Doug, the one giant leap for mankind. Morning. It's getting a little bit sticky underfoot, so I might begin a long trek back. I might head over to that gentleman over there, or lady. Can't tell at this distance. Hello. It's a funny thing that makes or encourages humans to do certain things. And I actually just came across this particular place, I think on YouTube or somewhere. They've been advertising this Golden West Discovery Quest or something for quite some time now, since this COVID started. And I am really blown away by this place and the idea that a fellow from a foreign land came across here 20 years ago. I said, I've got an idea. Why don't I make some bronze statues of people and I'll stick them out here on the lake? And by crikey, what a spectacular place to do. So the guy's vision is incredible. I can't remember his name. You can all look it up. Lake Ballard on Google. It will tell you. Dr. Google knows everything. But this has been, for me, the highlight of my trip, and I'm even prepared to put up with all of these people overcrowding in this little campsite just to see it, because it's actually a privilege to be able to see this, and it's basically in my own backyard. It's what, 700 or 800 kilometres from where I live, and very easy to access. What a place. Thank you, Mr. Sculptor. I know you're all thinking it, but the guy had some preoccupation with the male genitalia, I think. Because most of these have a depiction. And there's a contrast. We're in the shadow of the hill. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was. Okay, YouTubers, there's a track up the hill. We're going to attempt it. voyage of discovery. What's at the top of the hill and on the other side? Oh, now I'm puffing, and you can see that it is actually me. I didn't hire somebody to do this. Whew. Ooh. Well, there's beautiful plants up here. I'll show them to you later. Oh, it's Portulaca, I think. No? Nearly there. Oh. Ooh. Now this is such a magnificent place. I'm actually going to take more video, probably more, and bore the hell out of you all, but anyway, because I don't know if I'll ever come back here, but whilst I'm here, I'm just going to take oodles of video. May not be exactly horizontal, I'm not sure. My tripod is sitting on the edge of this hill. And down at the base, of course, some expletive deletives. Like these. Now I've just taken a video with the Canon, but I'll hedge my bets and take it with this as well, just in case. I can see my camper trailer right through there in the middle of the screen, near that little shed to the right of the green thing with the black chimney. Ha ha ha, there I am. Okay, now I'm going to make my way down this very steep track. hopefully it should be easier going down than it was coming up. And I shouldn't be puffing quite so much. I've got to watch my feet now. Woo. Now, I was going to show you these plants growing up this hill. They're like succulents. Let's just look. Here we go. Look at this. Oh, shit. Sorry. Excuse the language. Look at that. Now, Kay will probably know what these are called. Look at that. Beautiful. I think my shadow's probably interfering with it. That tree just growing on the side of this hill. Beautiful. Some of the colours are beautiful, aren't they? Just desert plants. Look at that. I think I went round that way on the way up. Yep, that one over there looks a little bit steeper coming. I don't... Ooh, will we? No, we'll go the easy way. Oh, that's me just turning the GoPro. Excuse me. Oh, got to watch this. It's a bit of a scrabble down here. Loose surface underfoot. Whew. And now, reverse angle, probably looking into the sun. Yes, of course. This is the last little tricky bit, and it looks a little bit slippery. So I'll wait filming until I get to the bottom. Ah, what the heck. Why not take the risk with me? All you viewers. Oh, there we are, look at that. We're at the bottom. Oh, crikey. That's an effort. Now, let's just walk back to the campsite. And I think it might be time for a cup of coffee. up over the hill behind that shelter. I can see the roof, but we'll just go around the road. Oh, my neighbours with the little baby have gone. I must check that tyre pressure. That looks a little bit flat on the rear of the old beast. Why is that? It is flat. Well, looks can be deceiving because I would have sworn that that back tyre was down more than the others, and yet I put the tyre gauge on them and they're all exactly the same all round. So, never judge a book by its cover, as they say. And because I couldn't get fuel at Menzies, I'm going to siphon out 40 litres out of these two, and that'll leave me a 20 litres over there in reserve. So we'll start pumping, hopefully. It worked the last time. And now it's going, you can see the bubbles. So, from memory, it took about 20 minutes to get that 20 litres in there the last time. That was out at Wolf Creek Crater, I remember. So we'll wait for a while. As a point of interest for anybody who has to do this, I've tried two types of jiggle pump. One's a suction pump, as you saw the first one, and then a jiggle pump. But the most effective thing to pour is this thing here, which actually fits onto your jerry tank. You can take off a little bit of the top of the tank with these suction pumps, but they take forever. And if you're capable of lifting the 20 litres on your own and pouring it into your tank, that's the easiest way of the lot.